Growth is such a weird thing. Sometimes it can feel like you're changing in big ways, and on other times it can feel so stagnant. And I realized I needed to grow. I needed a change to change. And so I did. I had an idea to share the Word of God. It all started with that. This is the story of my growth within the last year with God as my guide. This story and this journey almost started exactly a year ago today. It started on Christmas. That Christmas night a year ago, a lot of people think of Christmas as being the time for Santa, presents, Christmas trees, all that. But that Christmas, instead of focusing on that, I really focused on Jesus. More importantly, the birth of Jesus Christ. And I was really thinking of the way God has been present in my life and other people's lives. And during this time, I realized I didn't know of too many people that knew the Word of God aside from my family and a few friends. And I knew that's something that needed to change. And so I took upon just sharing the Word of God. I started filming myself. Even though I really never had any experience with filming myself, I knew this is something I can learn from. This is something that God can guide me through. And so I just picked up that camera and started just sharing the Word of God, hoping just someone would hear the Word of God and hopefully it would make an impact on them. But early on in my journey, I would post at least almost every day or every other single day, really just trying to gain those likes, those views, that engagement. Not because I really focused on that, but because I thought through those likes, through those views, through that engagement, more people would hear the message, hear the Word of God. And that was my main goal. I wanted people to hear the Word of God. But I realized God can't be rushed. And so instead of just posting every day or every other day, I really made it more of an intentionality with what I posted. I really focused on what I was posting and that message because I understood that I can't just be posting content. I have to be posting a story, a lesson, a message for what God would want me to do. And as I took this idea of not rushing into things, I took this into my own personal life, especially with school. During this time, or I guess a year ago, I was halfway through my senior year of high school, and I knew that I can't rush high school. I should focus on my present moment, focus on how God is living in my life. And after that lesson of not rushing into things, time caught up to me. It was time for me to graduate high school, something I've known for the last 12 years. But I wasn't sad. I knew high school was only one point in my life, a stepping stone to future opportunities. I've met so many people in school, so many friends, so many people that have encouraged me. And there's been really a few people that really have stepped out and made an impact on me. Those few have really cared about me in high school. Those friends have really cared about me in high school. And those people know who they are because they've made such an impact on my life. I've received so much support while I was in high school through my journey of sharing the Word of God. And I hope that at least one person I knew in high school fully took what I made in that message with sharing the Word of God and took it to heart. Hopefully they came to know who God is. Hopefully they came to understand who God is. And that's all I can hope for with this. And after the inevitable graduation, I had summer. But summer 2025 was different. It was new. I didn't have those summer football practices that I dreaded, but now looking back on loving so much, I didn't have that fall season to look forward to. I didn't have so many of those moments of not knowing what to do. I had something new. During summertime, I really focused on what I was posting. I was even more intentional with the message I was sharing. Often really making these videos with a lot of different experimental editing. Something that I wanted to try, something new for me. And I'm glad I did because it really has shaped the way I create these videos now, just trying to share the Word of God. And I think it's important that during summertime, it really almost encouraged me to keep creating this content, creating something new for me with God as my guide. And I think that was so important. And the thing is, with summer, it's between both high school and college. And as I neared the end of summer, I had college to look forward to, a new experience, a new beginning for me. Even though college was a daunting milestone, given that it's something new for me, something I've never experienced, it has become one of the most impactful and positive experiences in my life. College has allowed me to connect with so many people, and a lot of those people have become my friends. These friends are people that truly care about me, people I can rely on, joke with, or just people that really understand my relationship with God, which has been so positive. College has also connected me with such a great community, a community of people that really care about my faith and really care about God likewise. Colleges has connected me with also a lot of different campus ministries on campus, like FCA, where I've been able to meet so many people where they're so intentional about their relationship with God, which is so motivating. College has allowed me to grow in many ways. Really with my confidence. I feel like I'm more confident as a person with the way I feel like I'm perceived and the way I act. But it also has allowed me to really grow with my faith in God, and that is so important to me. Overall though, this last year has been really great. Every content, every video, every project I've done has been for the goal of outreach. The outreach of sharing the Lord's word. And I hope that I was able to do this.
Hey there, I'm Noah Cultiball, and this is the very first episode of Noah's Ark, The Faith in the Flood.
I'm Noah Cultiball, and this is the second episode of Noah's Ark, Faith in the Flood.
Hey, it's Noah. Welcome to episode 3 of Noah's Ark, Faith in the Flood. I'm excited for you guys to join me today.
This year has been really great, and I just want to thank so many people for this journey, especially my grandparents, always being that motivating and always helping me really understand the Word of God. My parents are always encouraging me and just helping me with anything. And also my sister for being there, just to also, like my parents and grandparents, be there to encourage and motivate me. And I also have so many friends that have also been able to help me along this journey with growing in my faith, which has been really positive. I also have to thank God most importantly. God has been that foundation in my life, and I need to thank Him for being able to guide me along this journey, to guide me along being more confident in myself to share His word, which has been really great. I wouldn't have been able to do this without God's help, and that is so important to understand. I just have to say thank you in the end. Thank you to everyone who has encouraged me along this journey, encouraged me along my faith. Thank you.